All right, back to talking about Doctor Who, Colin Baker, and the mysterious planet. And the trial of a Time Lord. I think this is my least favorite combination of colors that I've been wearing for the jacket, tie, shirt, waistcoat for these Doctor Who videos. But I was thinking, well, maybe that's appropriate because for Colin Baker's Doctor, his jacket, his style took some criticism for being uh, not pleasant to look at. Someone said that the colors didn't go very well together. So I don't know. I don't. It the colors that I'm wearing. They're this is my least favorite combination. I think. Hmm. Yeah. So these notes, these these are a lot. I've realized that in the past videos that I made, um, the videos I made about Tom Baker, Sylvester McCoy, uh, John Pertwee, those, because I had so much available for special features, uh, I could have said a lot more about those doctors, but it would have taken a lot longer to have finished making videos about them. But this one, for Colin Baker, I decided, well, I wanna say more, and I feel like I was very thorough in going through the special features, since these Blu-ray collections for Doctor Who seasons, you get a lot of special features. So there was a lot to cover. Okay. Plus, I figured I only have a few doctors left to talk about in these videos, so I may as well say as much as there is to say. Because the next two sets of doctors that I was going to talk about, they're not Blu-ray collections, so there's less material for special features to discuss. Okay, so I wasn't done talking about Colin Baker's uh, appearance as the Doctor. Colin Baker. Uh, okay, so he, besides his jacket, which took some criticism, Colin Baker also wore various cat pins on the lapel of his jacket. You can see it on the cover of the Blu-ray collection here. One of the cat pins. Isn't that cute? So he wore a few of those cat pins. He was a cat fan. That's why he wore cat pins. So I think he owned cats. Colin Baker liked cats. Okay. When Colin Baker had first regenerated into his version of the Doctor, he was a little crazy. He chased and attacked his companion Perry. I think he tried to strangle her, which must have been very shocking for fans when they first saw this. And upsetting. He made the Doctor a little scary at that time. Apparently, something happened with his regeneration, where I'm not sure exactly. I don't have the episode where that happened, so I can't really say too much about it. I just saw a clip of it. But apparently his regeneration just made him a little crazy in the beginning of his time where Colin Baker was the Doctor. So that must have been scary for fans. And Perry. Right. The middle of Colin Baker's time as the Doctor was shortened. Well, it was taken away. Apparently due to low ratings. There was, at the BBC, apparently, the people in charge, they didn't like the show. They didn't like Doctor Who. I don't remember the exact person, the name, and the title of the person, but is it Michael Grade? I think it's Michael Grade. Head of serials? Not sure if I'm right on that. I think Michael Grade is the person who was in charge of taking, that they decided to put, take Doctor Who off the air. They were the one that decided that. I think I'd talk more about that later. Yeah. So in the middle of Colin Baker's time, there was about I guess a year and a half where Doctor Who wasn't on. Colin Baker was paid because he was under contract, but they just really, why pay someone not to work? That doesn't make sense. Seems I would be angry about that. Yeah. So he was paid he was paid not to work in the middle of his time as the Doctor. Colin Baker was. And then after Colin Baker, yeah, I'm going to talk more about this later. But after Colin Baker found out he wasn't going to return as the Doctor, he became bitter and decided not to be present for when his character, the Doctor, regenerated into Sylvester McCoy's version of the Doctor. Sylvester McCoy had to wear a blonde, curly wig along with Colin Baker's costume, which was a little too big. It was a little big on Sylvester McCoy. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk about that later. Okay, now I'm gonna show my my huge Colin Baker collection. That was sarcasm. All right. So first, I have this. So that's what I'm going to be discussing mainly in these videos. So it's Doctor Who, um, Colin Baker, complete season 2, 6-disc set. So that's season 2. That's his last season. Colin Baker's last season as the Doctor, Doctor Who. I wanted to get this was the last Blu-ray collection for Doctor Who that I've gotten. I already had 2 Blu-ray collections, 2 Blu-ray season collections for John Pertwee, 2 for Tom Baker, and 2 for Sylvester McCoy. Yeah, Tom Baker, John Pertwee, Sylvester McCoy, and I only have 1 of these. The other one for season 1, Colin Baker's first season, it's available, but it's kind of expensive. So I was gonna wait. It costs a lot more than I paid for this. I don't remember what I paid for this. Seems like they ran the seasons, the Doctor Who Blu-ray seasons. They're around when they're around 40 or sometimes a little less. I think that's an okay price, especially because you get a lot on there. But knowing that it's at that price at sometimes. It's best to wait until it gets to that price because sometimes it's not at that price. The price fluctuates for these Doctor Who Blu-ray seasons. So the last few times I've checked, the price for season 1 for Colin Baker was, I don't remember. It might have been like 60? 50? So a lot more. So I'm going to wait until the price goes down to get that. The season 1 for Colin Baker. Okay. And then another Colin Baker Doctor Who that I have is this. It's Revelation of the Daleks. Another one with Perry. I dropped my pen. And this one, which I mentioned before when I was talking about Patrick Troughton, because Patrick Troughton is in this. This is The Two Doctors. So it's Patrick Troughton and Colin Baker. That's it. That's my Colin Baker collection. Okay, so now I'm going to say more about this, the Blu-ray collection that I have for Colin Baker. Okay, so it's the trial of a Time Lord. So I think originally when this season was aired, they were just every episode was just named by the number. It didn't. I don't think they had the titles of the separate stories when they were originally aired. I think. So I think it wasn't until later, I think, that they gave them names. Maybe when they were released on here. Okay, so the first story of the season of the trial of a Time Lord, which is the one I will be discussing in detail, or retelling at least, and giving a reaction to it, is The Mysterious Planet. And then the next story is Mind Warp. Mind Warp. That's a shocking one for the character Perry. Very disturbing how they finished off her character. Mind Warp. Okay, and then the next story of the trial of a Time Lord season is Terror of the Vervoids, and that's with Bonnie Langford. Terror of the Vervoids. And then is The Ultimate Foe. And that's where you find out who the Valeyard really is. The villain. The villain of this season. And then there's the last two discs say 71 edits on them, and so it's just besides the special features, they're longer versions of each story. Okay, so on the back it says the epic season-long adventure, all 14 episodes, newly restored for Blu-ray and packaged with hours of bonus material. Trial of the Time Lord, with brand new special features, and then there's a whole bunch on here which I'll talk about later. Each disc also features extensive special features previously released on DVD, including making of documentaries, featurettes, deleted scenes, audio commentaries, info text, and much more, starring Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant, who is Perry, with Bonnie Langford, who is Mel. Well, this video is long enough.